all concerned. Here it is. Now this dome is really open. There goes the ball from the plate umpire, Rocky Rowe.
At 3:30 there is really about 3:14. Look out, first word, Thistle carry.
There's your first dome home run. Fred McGriff with the Jays lead 2-1.
In a 2-2 ball game. Hit deep to left field. George Bell is going to watch it go. 4-2 Milwaukee Brewers. Jimmy Key cannot get the ball down in the strike zone, similar to his last outing in Cleveland. Drove it around, also his fly out. Curveball, line drive off Tony's glove. Molitor will score the 5th Brewers run. 5-2, still runners on first and second, and Jimmy Key.
The jumbo.
Whoa!
There's a jumbo.
Bell launched one. Second floor. He hit the mezzanine.
Oh, what a great stop to end it. Polidor pounced on that ball like a wildcat.
Years ago, about 4.
There's a big fly ball deep to left. How about that? Gone for deer. The first indoor home run at the Sky Dome. Fly ball, left field. George Bell runs out from under his cap, and the game is over.
And the switch hitter drives one toward the gap in left center field. Bell turns to look, but this one is off the top of the fence. Barely missed a home run. The runner being waved home. Brumley's going to score. An RBI double for Pettis, who missed a homer by about a foot. Hit to left, and Bell's not going to get it. Moreland has an RBI, and it's 3-0 Detroit.
It'll be interesting to see how long Cito Gaston goes.
The 2-2 pitch. Drilled to left and coming over to left center as Mosby misjudged the ball, and it's over his head. 2 runs are going to score, and Lemon will be credited with a double. A shot to left center field. 2-1 pitch, line to center. It's in there for a hit. 6-0 Detroit. RBI pinch single for Sheridan. A liner to right, and they're tattooing Sanchez. Felix comes up with it along the warning track. Another run scores. It's 7-0. Still nobody out. A walk and 3 straight singles.
Said it might be a month and a half or 2, and he wanted to come back.
There's a base hit, an extra base hit by Moreland. 2 runs are going to score. Ward retrieves it in the corner. It's 9-2, second and third, nobody out.
Valuable player last year, I think.
It's over Henneman's head. A run will score. Brumley makes the play, and Gruber beat it out. There it is. 1 run scores. Ward is on top of it. Could be a close play at the plate. They cut it off.
No.
And Moreland's throw to second. They've got him hung up. It's going to be 9-8. Decision in the glove, and here it comes on 2-2, and a liner up the middle, and it's going to bring 2 runs home. Henke got 2 strikes on Sheridan, but couldn't finish him.
Xavier Hernandez runs.
A drive to center. Gary Pettis
Not here.
turning,
Not here.
looking over his shoulder. Oh, so graceful to haul it in.
Another disgusting blue jay. Hit the heck out of that ball.
Off day tomorrow, it would really do a favor for Bell.
Ground ball, base hit by Fred McGriff. Here comes Felix. Gruber's heading to third. The throw's going to beat him. He's out. A pretty good throw by Stan Javier in right field. Deep to left. Gruber back. It is out of here. A tie ball game. Henderson. hits it to right. Felix, the throw is wide of the plate. Henderson scores. The A's lead it 3-2. Lines it up the middle, base hit. 2 runs will come in to score, and it is 6-2 Oakland. What a day for Ricky Henderson. Base hit up the middle for Pat Borders, and the Blue Jays are still alive. It is 6-3. That's popped up out into left field. Henderson, he's there, he's got it. This game is history. The Oakland A's win it 6-3.
A shot at Gruber off his leg. Devereaux scores, and they're going to hold Bradley at third with nobody out. Fly ball, deep right field. Felix goes back. He's at the wall. He jumps. It's off his glove. Ripken comes in to score. How about this first inning? Unbelievable. Base hit left field. Milligan will come in to score, and Bell gets it back in to hold Worthington to a single. A ground ball. Gruber backhands it. He's got it. He can't make the throw. The run will score. It is 6-1. Line drive to center field. Drops in. Base hit. Felix will head around second into third, and Liriano comes in to score. It is 6-2 now. A clutch base hit. Hit down into the right field corner. Fernandez has got a chance to score all the way from first. They're going to wave him in. Here's the throw by Gonzalez. It's high. They nail him. Look out, a rope into the left field corner. Off the wall. One comes in. Another run comes in. It is 8-2, 8-3 Baltimore. There go the runners. Fly ball deep to left. Kiss that baby goodbye. High fly ball, right field. Felix back. It's out of here. Kiss it goodbye. A 3-run shot. 16-3. No, but it's to get Manny Lee's bat in the lineup. Gruber hits one deep to left. That could be out of here. It is. Kelly Gruber's got his 8th home run. McGriff hits a rope to center field now. You can kiss that baby goodbye, too.
As you should be.
Now Mosby hits a shot right at Billy Ripken for the 3rd out. And that's it. This game is history. 16-6, the final score. Just 2 outs away. He is now 1 out away from a perfect game. Fly to left field. No! A base hit. Oh, no. Once again.
Can you believe it?
I can't. That is hard to believe. And he can't believe it either. Oh, no. Dave Steve has been absolutely magnificent tonight.
Uh-oh, that is hit deep to left. Kiss it goodbye. Number 30 for Fred McGriff. The 1-1 pitch. Ground ball, base hit. Here comes Mookie Wilson. 2-0, Jays lead it.
Right here.
keeping the lines of communication open.
Lined up the middle. Drops in front of Espy. And here comes Gruber. It is 7-0 for the Toronto Blue Jays. For George Bell, his 63rd run batted in this season. Fly ball right field. Felix breaks, and he's got it. So, tonight, the Toronto Blue Jays, for the first time this season, move over the 500 mark.
I live less than a mile away from Lopez Field, where the Cincinnati Reds used to have spring training. So every day I was around the ballpark. Every chance I get, I would go there, try to get autographs, try to get broken bats, you name it. So you just always around that baseball environment and everything, and you just grow up wanting to be a professional baseball player. I was drafted by the Yankees, but never had a chance to go to big league spring training or nothing like that. So I was traded to the Blue Jays, and they had a good first baseman, Willie Upshaw. So it was like they didn't have to rush me up to the big leagues or whatever. They gave me time to develop and work on my skills and everything. So things turned out great.
Well hit toward right center field. See you later. Fred McGriff is hit number 22.
Snyder puts it in. There's one to right field. Deep line drive. 330. My goodbye home run. Boy, did he get a hold of that one.
Yes, this is the house that Ruth built. But boy, there's an unwelcome visitor from north of the border. And Fred McGriff, who's making this his own play yard.
Fred McGriff doesn't play the same position as his favorite player, Dave Parker, but he does have Parker's kind of clout. With the league-leading 30 homers, he's raised his 2.5-year total to 84, and he still wants hitting lessons.
Fred McGriff is a very good student of hitting. He came up 2 years ago, hit 20 home runs in his first season. And from there, he didn't settle on that. He went to Cito Gaston, the hitting instructor, and tried to pick his brain. How do I get better? How do I improve on it? What he's done is he's become a very patient hitter. He knows the pitchers. He studies the pitchers. He looks for pitches, something that a lot of young hitters don't do.
For a power hitter, he has great eyes up there at the plate, and he has the ability to get a good pitch. And when you have eyes like that and that type of bat speed, it's kind of unusual in a guy that hits the ball that far that often.
He's a special challenge because he can go to all fields and hit the ball out. So if you get the ball up to him, he can drive it anywhere in a ballpark now and go out. He reminds me of Strawberry a great deal when it comes to power, the swing. It's a pretty swing. He's a dangerous hitter, and I wish he was still with us.
Well, McGriff may no longer be with the Yankees, but the memory of one of his more colossal home runs still rings in Yankee Stadium 2 years after the fact.
And the pitch is hit to deep right field. And that's why they think someday he'll be the starting first baseman. Well into the upper deck.
I was still trying to make a name for myself, get my name in the lineup every day. And I was probably hitting maybe 240, 250 at the time. But it was like, if I didn't get a hit or get a couple of hits, the next day I may not be in there or whatever. So I was just trying to get more playing time. And after that home run, I started getting more playing time. And so far, that's been my biggest thrill.
Toronto thrills have become more frequent. One battle in the American League East included interesting plot twists and script developments as the Tigers battle the Blue Jays.
Here's a shot to left field. Base hit. Here comes Mosby. Here comes Mookie. The Jays lead it 2-0.
Kelly Gruber helped Toronto to a lead, but Sparky Anderson's Tigers battled back from a 3-1 deficit in the ninth inning. Doug Strange was hit by a pitch from Dwayne Ward. Then Tom Henke was brought in by Cito Gaston to face Gary Pettis.
Base hit up the middle. This game is going to be tied. Unbelievable.
With the score 3-3, Detroit's clutch-hitting shortstop Alan Trammell led back.
Little looper out into center field. This game is history. The Tigers have won it. Oh, no.
The very next night, the Blue Jays turned the tables on Detroit as Dave Stieb allowed only 1 run in 7 innings, striking out 7. Stieb left the game with a 3-run lead, but Toronto flagged down 5 more runs in the top of the ninth for reliever Tom Henke. And unlike the night before, Tom slammed the door, and the Blue Jays won 8-1.
There's a drive deep to left. Look at this. Phil Bradley, the first pitch of the ball game, has hit a home run.
Wow. Phil Bradley. Dirt.
It's stuck by him. Here comes Wallace. The game is tied. The game is tied. Fly ball, deep left field. Back. It's out of here. Up the wall. The Blue Jays win it. The Jays win it. Larry Adams scores. Mosby does it. Lloyd Mosby comes through.
Dave Johnson replaces Harnish on the mound. Johnson has lost his last 5 decisions. In the first inning, George Bell at the plate with Lloyd Mosby on third base. Bell grounds the ball into right field. Mosby trots home with the first run of the game. It's 1-0 for the Blue Jays. The third inning is a very strange one for Jays starter Jimmy Key. First of all, Phil Bradley chops one over the mound. Tony Fernandez makes a nice play, but Bradley is called safe at first base. The replay shows it differently, though. It's close, but this angle shows the throw beat Bradley to the bag. That comes into play 2 batters later. Cal Ripken Jr. lines the shot down the third base line. A fan reaches over to collect a souvenir. Ripken is awarded a ground rule double. Umpire John Shulock says Bradley would have scored on the play. He waves Bradley home with the tying run of the ball game. Jays manager Cito Gaston argues, but to no avail. Still in the third inning, the next batter is Randy Milligan. He singles to left field off Key. Ripken beats the throw home, and it's 2-1 Baltimore after 3 innings. Meanwhile, Frank Robinson's decision to start Dave Johnson is finally paying off. Johnson is rolling through the Jays lineup. He retires 18 of the next 20 batters after allowing the first inning base hit to George Bell. 16 of those were fly ball outs. Johnson comes out of the game after walking the leadoff batter in the 8th inning, leading 3-1. Mark Williamson is given the chance to redeem himself after last night's loss, but Mookie Wilson greets him with a single to right. Nelson Liriano scores on the play, and it's a 3-2 ball game. Just 1 batter later, it's the slumping Fred McGriff at the plate for Toronto, and Fred McGriff lines a single to right field. Rob Ducey scores from third. It's tied at 3-3 at this point. Dave Johnson can only watch in disbelief as the Orioles bullpen falters again. Still in the 8th inning, George Bell delivers with a fly ball deep to right field. Mookie Wilson tagging up from third and scores easily on the play. The Jays celebrate with a 4-3 lead as the Orioles are watching their season slowly drift away. Then, in the 9th inning, the Jays make the call to Terminator Tom Henke in the bullpen. The crowd is on their feet with 2 out and 2 strikes to Larry Sheets.
Now they're a strike away from clinching. The 1-2 pitch. The